Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you all my latest disappointing products. So I've got a mixture today of really cheap things that I probably should have expected to be rubbish and quite expensive things that I had very high expectations of. First of all is a bit of a controversial one, the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. First I should say I actually really like this foundation. It's very light to wear, it has decent coverage, it's reasonably matte, and it's a really good like day-to-day lovely foundation. But when you get to the store, it comes with a screw top, and for an extra like £2 or £3 you can buy a pump. First of all, if I'm spending like £30, give me a pump for free. But whatever, I bought the pump because I don't want to use a like dippy top every day, it's nice to have a pump. But then, the top doesn't fit on the pump, so then you just have a pump and like, it's gonna explode everywhere. So whenever I go travelling, I don't take this foundation because if I put it in my makeup bag, it's just going to squirt out and like get makeup everywhere, which has already happened several times. You can technically twist the top to like lock, but I mean, that's gonna untwist. It's a terrible plan. So basically, NARS, get it together. If like £6 bourgeois could do a sensibly made pump, why have you given me this and charged me money for it? But yes, I do really like the foundation, so that's a good thing. Well done, NARS. The next one is another reasonably high-end product, but is a bit less emotional. I got rather carried away with the NARS, and is this Clarins Wonder Perfect Mascara. Perfectly nice mascara, but for me just doesn't really cut it. It's quite subtle, I guess, like quite spidery, reasonably natural. So if you want just a little boost to your natural lashes, you'll really like this. But I personally like serious mascara that makes your lashes really long, really thick, really defined. So if you want just a kind of natural everyday like mascara for work or something, this will be a good one, but for me it just didn't really cut it. Next is a much more affordable one. It is the Rimmel Super Gel Nail Polish. This was a really nice colour, but it just isn't very durable, and for a gel supposedly nail polish, it just really wasn't very strong. It chipped really, really quickly, it peeled off in kind of big sections. Next, I probably shouldn't be surprised, but I got a beauty blender in Primark for 50p and it was rubbish, shocker. But I thought I would include it anyway just because it was a disappointing product and maybe you guys are considering buying it. It's very, very tough, whereas the beauty blender, I've got one as well and I absolutely love it. It's super light, super springy, very absorbent, whereas this, when you put it on your face, it just kind of rams the makeup around. It's nowhere near as like bouncy and kind of airbrushy as a proper beauty blender, so I'd really recommend investing in the real thing. Another very cheap product that I probably shouldn't have expected much from is this Creighton's blonde shampoo from Poundland. I thought it was worth a go, it's only £1, but basically doesn't really do anything for blondes and doesn't really make your hair particularly sleek. Next is a bit of a cult classic, which if you've watched my Asian beauty video, linked, then you'll already have seen it in there, but it's this translucent powder. I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but it's by Srichand. But this is a total like cult favourite from Asia, like you must buy it, it's the thing to buy in Thailand. I don't really like loose powders at the best of times because they're so messy. I'd much rather have a pressed powder and use my brush. But also it was kind of mattifying, but it didn't really last very long and just not super exciting, worthy of being a cult product really. This one I was actually really disappointed by. I bought this Origins Well Off eye makeup remover. It's supposed to be amazing for like taking off every single speck of eye makeup. I tried the Clinique Take the Day Off and similarly I found it didn't really do anything. So I thought I'd give this one a try because I've seen a few bloggers recommend it. But as soon as I put it on a cotton pad and used it to take off my eye makeup, it just didn't really do it enough. Like it took it off, but it wasn't like, wow, every single speck of eye makeup is gone. So I used it that one time and was like, okay, I don't like it. You know, it cost, I don't know, £25 or something, and I don't know if you can return stuff because I've used it, but also it sucks. So I don't think you should be able to make stuff that sucks. So I'd be interested to know from you guys in the comments if you know if that's allowed or like what kind of rights you have with cosmetics. And finally, prepare to be very shocked. The Lunar Sunday Riley. I don't know if I've ever seen this in a disappointing products video, but I just didn't get it. First of all, it's like £100, very, very expensive, which is fine if it's as magical as people say. So this is how much you get for £100. I got mine secondhand on eBay, so I think I paid about 80, which is a lot of money, but you only use a tiny bit, so it is going to last a long time, and loads of bloggers are obsessed with it, like how it makes you look flawlessly, perfectly amazing. So I had really, really high expectations, and maybe this has worked for you, in which case I would love to know in the comments. But for me, I just didn't notice any difference. If anything, it made me break out a little bit, but I wouldn't like to say there was an exact correlation because I'm always trying so many different products. But I didn't look in the mirror and be like, yes, no makeup today, I look amazing. I just thought I look the same as always, like no change. I'd rather try out some other products which have retinol or anti-aging ingredients in them, which are specifically for that, rather than a kind of all-rounder like this if I'm just not seeing the results. And also it does smell super weird. It's bright blue, which I didn't really mind, and some people said they could see the blue on their skin, but I couldn't really. I was only using a recommendedly small amount because I know if you use too much it does break your skin out. It just smells really, really strongly. It's got a kind of plasticky, musky smell, I don't know, but I found it really quite strong and just didn't do that much. So for me, this is a disappointing product. I would love to know your thoughts below on how it's worked for you. So that is it for my disappointing products video. A few curveballs in there, I think you'll agree. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Welcome to Italy! So we have arrived in Italy and we're with a group of Ed's friends from uni.